getting the podcast ready. If you're live or if you come on, just go ahead and ask us a question. Do anything you want. We'll be more than happy. Today we are going to be reviewing Bliss and what's the Zendaya one? And John David, others, Malcolm Maria. So when you pop on,
Sorry.
you're just having fun with the wow button.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because we got the ultimate wow we're talking about today. Ultimate wow, man.
The ultimate wow.
Yeah, exactly. That was loud.
Every time you hear wow, you get one up.
Wow. Wow. Okay, we're done fun with it.
All right. Anyway. So when are you ready, sir?
I'm ready now. But
Are you sure you're ready? Let's wait. Let's wait for Peter Griffin to stop singing the bird.
Okay.
There it.
I mean, that's what it looks like in our live feed right now.
Yeah, next week I'll start advertising it the day before and the day of.
Wait, did you not mention it that we'd be on it right now?
I was kind of busy this week. We'll talk about that here in a second.
Okay.
Oh my God, are you serious? Guess what button I just found?
What's that?
Wow.
The Owen Wilson wow. I didn't even know that was on there. Oh, there's a Thug Life one. All right. Anyway, let's get started recording.
I'm done eating. I'm gonna go put.
Are you done eating?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think. That's what I think about that, Chris. All right. Well, we're live to go. Anytime you're ready to go. Are you ready to go?
Change my name and yeah. Let me hold on. Hit record.
The sex god.
That's
you didn't even capitalize anything. Are you really serious about any of that? How serious can you be about stuff if you didn't capitalize it? Don't you understand the way texting works today, Chris? All right. Ready? Let's get the episode ready. Let's get the episode going. Let's do it, Chris.
It's a show by Chris and Neil with all the great movies. They are the real deal. We watch them all, so you don't have to. It's movies that don't suck and some that do.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is a new episode of Movies That Don't Suck and Some That Do. My name is Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And today we are reviewing two more movies. I say watched, but we already watched them.
Yeah, we did.
We're reviewing two movies. First, we'll be reviewing the new movie just released on Amazon Prime Video, featuring Owen Wilson.
I wasn't like every other kid, who dreams about being an astronaut. I was always more interested in what bark was made out of on a tree. Richard Gere's a real hero of mine. Sting would be another person who's a hero. The music that he's created over the years, I don't really listen to it, but the fact that he's making it, I respect that.
You guys also know for saying this.
Wow.
So
yes, that's Owen Wilson. He was in that was Hansel from Zoolander, one of his many famous roles.
Yeah.
More known now these days for like the Wes Anderson movies and Wedding Crashers and such like that.
What I would call broflicks.
Broflicks. But I mean, so Owen Wilson starring in the next, and so is Salma Hayek.
What just went down with your friends over there? It doesn't really take a muse to inspire horny retards to empty their wallets. I used to specialize in entertainment. For example, I'm responsible for 19 of the 20 top grossing films of all time.
19?
Yeah, the one about the kid by himself in his house, burglars trying to come in and he fights them off. I had nothing to do with that one. Somebody sold their soul to Satan to get the grosses up on that piece of shit.
So that was from Dogma, which I'm surprised you can't find any streaming services.
You can't. I sent you the article on that the other day. The reason because the Weinsteins bought it And because the Weinsteins did, I don't know exactly, but Kevin Smith can't get it back. But yeah, it's Selma Hayek, Owen Wilson, and that is the movie Bliss. Which we're going to be reviewing first. And the second movie that we are reviewing this week is going to be Malcolm and Maria, featuring the great Jonathan.
It's Malcolm and Marie.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Did I say Malcolm and Maria or Maria and Malcolm?
You said Malcolm and Maria.
Is it Maria, Maria? Remember the song? Maria, Maria.
Yeah, I know, but it's Malcolm and Marie. No,
Maria, Maria.
Okay.
No, anyway. So Malcolm and Marie. First, John David. I was going to say Jonathan Davis. It is not the lead singer of Korn, I promise. John David Washington.
But this is from Black Klansman. I want to clarify that.
Black Klansman, Spike Lee joint. If you don't know.
Okay, this is John David Washington. By the way, I keep forgetting he's son of Denzel.
You do?
I keep forgetting that. Here we go.
Why do you think why he's in so many blockbusters all of a sudden?
Okay, hold on. Here we go.
Since you asked, I hate niggers. I hate Jews. Spics and mix. Dagos and chinks. But my mouth to God's ears, I really hate those nigger rats. And anyone else, really, that doesn't have pure white Aryan blood running through their veins. My sister, Pamela. She was just recently accosted by one of those black coons.
Is that so?
Yeah. Every time I think about that black baboon putting his filthy black hands on her purest white driven snow body. I mean pure, Walter. She's a saint. She's an angel. It makes me want to puke.
So that
She's
is
a
actually
saint. She's an angel.
It looks like our relationship just dropped off because they probably popped in the middle of that clip thinking we're doing some hateful shit. But
no, we're not.
No.
Actually, I watched that movie today. Was doing chores around the house. Black Klansman, Spike Lee joint, John David Washington, and then his co-host in the movie. The only other person in this movie, Zendaya.
Why do you care what they think?
It's not just them. You never had somebody look at you the way your parents looked at me. The way everyone would look at us.
Yeah, that's from The Greatest Showman, right?
The Greatest Showman, correct. And the thing is, with the John David Washington one, it was so hard to find a clip of him from any movie, and that was the only clip I could find with him that's not being interrupted by background noise.
Gotcha.
Zendaya, she actually has like a bunch of clips, but I really wanted to do something from The Greatest Showman instead of Spider-Man and stuff like that because
because most people know Zendaya as MJ.
Now she's MJ, and she was also in Euphoria, which is a great television series. If you haven't watched it, HBO Max. If you haven't watched Euphoria, dude, that is something to do. All right, where can everybody find us, Chris?
You can find us online, moviesdon'tsuck.net. We're on Facebook, facebook.com. It's Movies Don't Suck Podcast. We're on Twitter at MTS Podcast. We're also on Instagram at MTS Podcast, and we're also on Patreon, patreon.com/Movies Don't Suck. Go to our bonfire. We're selling T-shirts. Just search it in Google because it's a long ass name on the bonfire address. Wish you had that pulled up. You have pulled up? No? Okay.
What's that? The bonfire? Yeah, bonfire. The bonfire is bonfire.com /store/ movies that don't suck and some that do.
Is there dashes between the words?
Yeah, but who cares?
Okay, and then also, if you're listening to us or watching us on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe. If you're watching us on Facebook, go ahead and like our page. And yeah, man, I think that's.
And if you're on YouTube, you can also send us comments. Same thing with our Facebook Live. I believe we would see the comments on that as well. So if you have any questions during the podcast, be more than happy to just ask us a few questions. We'll be more than happy to come to them at some point in the conversation. Not when we're in the middle of a thought by any means. I'll just add it in on the back end. So
new listeners, by the way, might not notice this, but Neil has a new microphone and it sounds smooth.
Pretty. It's pretty. It makes love to me. Look at that.
It's pretty, dude. It looks good on you. I know it looks good on me.
And then also every week we also love to give a shout out to local businesses and such. If you have a friend that has a local business, make sure just to send us an email, a message, Facebook, YouTube, wherever, and we'll be more than happy to help and promote them. This week we are promoting Big Baby Rolls and donuts right here in where I live in the Tulsa area. They are located at 3739 East 11th Street, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Big baby rolls in sweet and savory flavors, all the donuts that you love. They always have vegan and gluten-free options. Reminder, they have one kitchen, so they cannot guarantee no contamination. If you have anything else, let me know. Have a good time. Make sure to look them up. They are at www.bigbabyrolls.com. I thought
Big Baby Rolls was my nickname for you.
No, Chris, you call me Big Daddy.
Go ahead and fix your camera because your head's getting cut off a little bit.
Are you? Is your head getting cut off? Do you need to see more of me, Chris? Is that what you're saying?
Anyway, let's keep going. Yeah, someone dropped off because they called you Big Baby Rolls.
Stop looking at the count number.
Sorry, it's just
is it really distracting to you?
No, here's the thing, man. Like every single day, probably several times a day, I go to our Libsyn and look at the downloads, and it's killing me. I shouldn't be doing that. I should just let it be, but I can't. I can't.
Why?
Why should I just let it be?
Do you want to be? Do you want to be famous? Is that it, Chris?
No, but I do want listeners. So,
do we have listeners?
We have some, yeah, sure. Like, I'm sure that more than half the people that listen to us, we do not know by any means, any means. So,
well, that's good. I mean, they should get to know us. They should come hang out. Are you drinking today?
On our YouTube, yeah, I'm drinking Shutterbach.
I got the Gateway to Hales.
How's it taste?
It's great, actually. I've been drinking this for like the past week. I don't know if you know, but in our part of the world, we are a frozen tandra. Like I have a pool outside, and it's completely frozen. My pool is completely frozen right now.
Yeah, my everything's frozen. I went by McDonald's today because that's what I did. And they're like
get a McRib, of course, because they're back.
No, I didn't get the McRib. My brother got spicy nuggets. I didn't really want it, but whatever. But like we were on the drive-through, and next to where the gutter is, and like this, just a giant block of ice just stuck on the wall. It's ridiculous. And then I know tomorrow and other days it's gonna get below zero in Kansas and Oklahoma. Below like we're negative degrees on tomorrow. So it's
it's bad. It's gonna be bad here. In fact, usually when we do the podcast, this, usually everybody is not here at the house because I take them over to my in-laws' house, who lives less than a mile away. We can't even drive that right now. We can't. It's not the way it's going to go. So there's plenty of people outside of my door right now. So if you hear shouting or someone being murdered or, I don't think we'd murder anybody right now because the ground is too frozen. You can't really dig.
Yeah.
I mean, we got a good enough sized backyard to hide the bodies, but you gotta, it's got to be unfrozen for you to do that.
Yeah, man, it feels like it's been a while since I spoke to you last. I guess a week's a while, but it feels like way longer than that.
Yeah, because it's the torturous thing that is called winter
and COVID mixed together.
Yeah, it's winter, COVID, it's all the above. It's not good.
Things are dark.
Things are dark.
We live in dark times.
But soon March will be here and everything will be fine, right?
I'd like to believe that. I mean,
yeah, I don't know.
I'd like to think I'm an optimist, right? I mean,
yeah. So, and me and St. Patty's Day. Woo woo.
So, quick question.
March has the best two holidays of the entire year.
St. Patrick's Day and what?
My wife's birthday.
Okay, that's a fair answer. What about Halloween though? Where's Halloween in that?
That's the third. That's the number one best holiday in the entire world.
Halloween,
because it's not only Halloween, but it's also my wedding anniversary with my wonderful wife.
Yeah. Okay. So
so we have all the above going on, and Halloween is that's like my New Year's, my Christmas. That's the end all of all. That's why usually Halloween time I always take like a week off because we're just having a good time doing what we do. So
I got shit going on, but I mean my week's been all right. It's just been working. That's like my MO. Just hey, what have you been doing this week?
Nothing. No, nobody's doing anything. We've been playing a board game. We bought a new board game.
What's it called?
It's a 2-player. It's Akarita.
Okay.
Here, let me find it, and then you can pronounce it because everybody knows that I stink at saying
Pronouncing
words
things?
from
Yeah,
different worlds.
that's what
But
Neil's that's his vice or his problem is he'll say something, I'll have to repeat it, and then he'll be like, "What?" And I'll be like, "This is what it is," and you're like, "I still don't understand what Chris is saying, but okay." So
are you like explaining everything all the time now? Is that it?
Yeah, I can stop doing that, right? People should just go back to
You can,
previous
you can
episodes.
stop that now.
Okay,
You
I'll
can do
stop.
that. You know,
Yeah.
we all know that I can't speak correctly. All the humans in the world that listen to us. So
What's the name of
yeah,
that?
we've just been playing board games and just trying to keep our sanity. To be honest, I mean, it is freezing. It's cold outside. Doing things for the podcast has been the one thing that is literally keeping me mentally
stable.
I guess.
Okay.
Stable. We're not killing each other right now.
Yeah.
And that's the best thing in the world, right?
Uh-huh. But you sent it to me, I'm guessing.
No, you're not guessing. I sent it to you in your messenger.
Acro-
Oh, there. I just heard it. Hey.
Acrotiri.
Yeah, can you say that?
Acrotiri.
Say that 3 times fast. Say it 3 times fast.
Acrotiri.
Yeah, okay. So it's a board game. You do like shipping and you build temples and stuff. I don't know.
So it's a worker management game. That's what it is.
Yeah, and it's a tile builder.
Okay.
I'll have to send you. It's literally like $20. You and your wife.
It sounds fun. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's review the movie.
Oh, you want to get straight to it?
Yeah, let's get straight to it. We literally have nothing to talk about. We've both been living in icy tundras. Did anything blow up at your house?
No, everything's fine here.
Yeah, everything's fine here. I think we've been doing the same thing where we've just been sitting around watching TV and playing video games, right?
Yeah, I've been playing video, but yeah, let's get to
what video game have you been playing lately?
Well, I mean, mostly in Tetris 99. I started playing. God, what did I start playing? Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I've also been playing the Golf Story and all these Binding of Isaac. It's something I always play. But tomorrow, what comes out is Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury on Switch.
I heard about that,
and I'm excited about it because I played the original one on the Wii U, but I'm ready to play it again and also play Bowser's Fury.
My wife's birthday is in March. Do you want to just send us a Switch?
I will talk to my wife about it.
I'm just kidding. But it'd probably be easier for you to find a Switch. We can't find a Switch anywhere down here.
Yeah, they're hard to find even after Christmas, and the same goes for any sort of next gen system.
Well, it's because we're still in a pandemic and people want to play games and stuff like that. That you can, play as a person when other people watch TV and stuff like that.
Sure.
It makes a lot of sense. It makes 100% sense. But let's start talking movies. I like movies. Do you like movies?
Yeah, let's talk about Bliss.
Let's talk about Bliss.
Directed and written by Mike Cahill. He's also known for things like he's known for things
for fuck.
Yeah,
for fuck. There's a movie called Fuck.
He directed.
It doesn't look like there's a movie called Fuck under here, man.
He did another movie called Another Earth and I Origins. But so this isn't the sci-fi's not.
Oh, he did The Magicians. He did an episode of that. That was a good show.
That's all right show. And then it's starring. Who's it starring, pal?
It is starring the one, the only Owen Wilson. Give me that sound effect.
I wasn't like every other kid, who dreams about being an astronaut. I was always more interested in what bark was made out of on a tree. Richard Gere's a real hero of mine. Sting would be another person who's a hero. The music that he's created over the years, I don't really listen to it, but the fact that he's making it, I respect that.
Who else?
Oh, and Salma Hayek.
What just went down with your friends over there? It doesn't really take a muse to inspire horny retards to empty their wallets. I used to specialize in entertainment. For example, I'm responsible for 19 of the 20 top grossing films of all time.
19?
Yeah, the one about the kid by himself in his house, burglars trying to come in and he fights them off. I had nothing to do with that one. Somebody sold their soul to Satan to get the grosses up on that piece of shit.
Okay. Who else is in this?
Also, there's many other people. Bill Nye, the science guy, is in there. He pops up for a minute, which anytime you see Bill Nye, it's a beautiful thing.
And Slavoj Zizek, who's like a philosopher guy.
Yeah, Natasha Cooper. She's been in several movies
Cooper,
and such.
Jorge Lindborg Jr., Ronnie Chang, Steve Zissou. You'll notice a lot of these faces that show up in a bunch of stuff. But do you want to read the storyline?
Oh yeah, I'll be more than happy to. The storyline.
Yeah.
So we're going straight storyline. We're not even going to go to the. Let's get the storyline. Bliss is a mind-bending love story following Greg, who, after recently being divorced and then fired, meets the mysterious Isabel, a woman living on the streets and convinced that the polluted, broken world around them is just a computer simulation. Doubtful at first, Greg eventually discovers there may be some truth to Isabel's wild conspiracy.
So right back, Greg played by Owen Wilson. Owen Wilson and both Salma Hayek, they are 100% into their roles. Like they convincing they are perfect for the doing it. But the problem I have with this movie, and there are myriad problems, but I think my biggest problem with this is it takes 50 minutes, more than half the movie, and the first 50 minutes, all they're doing is they re-explaining things you hold the whole fucking time. Like, and it's weird, man, because this is a love story, but it's just like sci-fi mixed in, and it was so sleepy. The most of the movie, is so sleepy. And I'm saying not saying oh you're gonna fall asleep, but it's a sleepy movie, and I didn't, man, I don't know if I'm supposed to feel I get what they're like. There's a message in this, and it's not profound.
I know what the message is. Are you ready for it?
Go for it, because I know the message too.
Just say no.
That's not it. But this movie's an hour and 43 minutes. It feels a whole lot longer than that, and there are, because I'm not saying that the movie's treating people like idiots. It's not, but I feel like it's over explaining itself. For 50 minutes, I was fucking bored, man. And I honestly, like, both the characters in this movie, I don't know if I'm supposed to like any of them because I hate them both. Not that their acting's bad, because it's not.
No, it's not the acting that's bad. The crazy of Owen Wilson's character and the crazy of Isabel, or Salma Hayek's character works perfect together. I think the two of them play off of each other really well. They're two crazies of the characters.
Yeah, but the problem is the script. Dude, the problem with the script. This is not the story in itself is interesting, but they made it just so fucking sleepy. They made it kind of boring, and they also spent way too much time trying to explain shit that they don't need to explain, or they've over-explained, and I'm tired of hearing about it.
I have to agree with you on this. The thing is about this movie is that it is a good movie. The two actors are good. I mean, don't just jump in there and try to slaughter me anytime I make a comment, you bastard. Anyway, so it's the two actors playing off each other well, but the problem is the story doesn't move fast enough to get to the point where the way they advertise this movie is like, you don't know what's reality and what's not reality. But the way, because they stretched it out too far, kind of made it so you figure it out way too early.
And the weird thing is, it ends kind of like a comedy sketch. Like, it's supposed to be emotionally moving. Well, I had no connection to either characters, and honestly, I felt nothing for them, and that's a problem. Like,
that's you though, man.
Yeah,
I felt some issues because I've known a lot of druggies, and
because there is a aspect of addiction that's talked about in this movie. There's also aspects of people living in their own little world, not accepting reality. I mean, it's pretty easy to guess what the messages of this is, but the problem is it's not a good movie. It's not a good movie.
The problem is because of several. I would like to see a different director do this. You know what I'm saying? Like I get it that we're in this time where writer directors, people want to see their vision go the full thing, the full Monty. But I think this would have done better if someone else would have directed it, gotten the script from the writer, and been like, hey, let me show you my vision of what I think this should look like. And instead, I think, what's the best way to say this? Okay, so did you ever see Max?
I want to mention that this movie is fucking ugly. And that may be on purpose. Maybe on purpose.
It is on purpose. The real world is ugly, but the other part is beautiful and bright and vagrant. Like
vibrant, but like
vibrant. Sorry,
honestly, could have spent more time in the other place than I guess with the non NPCs or the what was the name for them? Fake whatever
fake people.
Fake people. And again, I have issues with the narrative of this. It was sloppy. It was it was muddled. It felt incomplete. It felt there was no clarity involved, and it wasn't good, man. I actually I was. I'm gonna give this I'm gonna give a score now, but
why are you giving it a score?
I'm not,
why you just keep on jumping about how much you hate everything? You won't even let me explain any kind of my point of view.
Sorry, go ahead.
Do you just hate everything? And I'm sorry. I'm sorry you hate the world. It's a bad world right now. I can't help it. There's a fucking pandemic. The world's full of ice. I don't know what you fucking want me to say, bro. Can I give 2 cents in about how I fucking like the movie or don't like the movie? Can I explain anything that's going on right now?
I will mute my microphone and I'll let you go. So go.
You don't have to mute your
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
But anyway, I believe the bringing together the two characters in the beginning of this movie was really like it had a great. It was intense. It was really good. Like it had a good feeling. But then where it went and it extended it out for just way too long. About, hey, what's going on? What is this? Like. I think they should have played with let's play with this a little bit more. Let's, play with the bend of reality a little bit more. And they didn't give it to us until like the back end of this movie.
Yeah,
and that's the problem. One of the biggest problems.
I think it could have been a short film. I think that would have been an interesting short film. But they stretched this out way too long, and I do think that the message is fine. I have no issues with the message, but I do have issues with the way it was delivered. And
then like watching certain parts of this after it only getting to a certain point, that I think then is when you realize what's going on, and it doesn't really give you that mystery that you think you'd get from watching the trailer of this movie.
You don't give a fuck. I was like, okay. I was like that a lot of time, like, okay. And I guess I thought it wasn't done. I felt like it was half baked. I felt like it wasn't.
You need some light on your face, man. You're in a dark room, right?
Yeah, I can't. Hold on.
How about you just put your monitor on a white screen? Don't leave. Don't go anywhere.
No, that's why I need to reach the cord.
Okay. Yeah, reach it. Yeah. Reach up there, Chris. Oh yeah. That's not a light. No light came on.
That's the best. That's the best.
There's no light. No light came on.
I know. I understand that. That's the best it's gonna get right now, though. Oh, hold on.
Just okay. You're definitely gonna have to edit this out of the episode.
Yeah, of course, I always edit shit out. I always shit it. Like I don't know if you saw the difference in time from the YouTube episode.
No, I didn't. But I'll look. Yeah, it's like 20 minutes almost, right?
10 minutes. But yeah, let's keep going. So the Bliss, it's what it is. I didn't like it.
Do you have a computer monitor in front of you?
Yeah, I do.
All right, pull up anything that is a completely white page.
Okay, I'm looking.
There you go. Now you're lit up. See how that works?
But I'm not gonna do that the whole time.
I know it sucks. You gotta do it, man.
Okay, fine. Here I am.
It's called the camera. Or just bring up an IMDb page or something. Anyway, yeah. Let's go ahead and do quotes.
Okay.
I have a picture.
People love hearing just clear your throat, dude.
Okay, here. All right. Did I do it? Is that better? Does that make you feel better?
Good with that new mic, dude. I gotta give you credit for that.
Like, yes. Hey, baby, why don't you come over here and we make some pancakes?
Just get to that. Is that part of the movie, or is it just something you said?
Just something I made up right then and there. All right. First quote from this movie. I have a picture of a place in my head. Home, I don't know. If this is real, I just know the feeling is real. This is the beginning of your new life. No, I don't have a phone. I'm not that stupid. The cops can't fuck with you if they don't know your name. You're like a telepathic warrior and stuff. Tell me something that moves me. Believe in you. Some FGRs are more convincing than others. Most people say ignorance is bliss, and fake, real. All right, give it to us, buddy.
Okay, so my score, and you're gonna hate this, is
Let's score 1 out of 5.
Yeah, or 0 out of 5. We've done that, but nothing.
0 out of 5, whatever.
Yeah, so I'm gonna give this a 2.5. I think this movie sucks.
Man, I'm gonna go above you on this one. I think they needed some work with some of the storyline and stuff like that. I mean, not storyline, but I don't know. They needed like I said, they needed to add a little bit of the mystery earlier. I'm gonna give it a 3.0.
Okay, that's fair for you.
I mean, to be honest, I like where they touch. I mean, I got it. You kind of get it.
Yeah, I mean,
especially if you've seen people that go through drugs, alcohol, whatever, you know. Yeah, you know, I think it had a good message. I just think some of it was a little lost in this story. But
I don't know why, man. I just fucking hated this thing. I was turned off.
I just don't think you like Owen Wilson.
I like Owen Wilson just fine.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
You don't like him in one single movie he's ever done. Name one good movie you like him in.
Royal Tenenbaums. He's great in that.
He wasn't even in that.
Yeah, he was. He was a. Are you fucking kidding me? You're joking, right?
The Royal Tenenbaums?
Yeah,
no, he was in that. He was in that one with Bill Murray. The Wes Anderson movie with Bill Murray in it.
You're joking with me. You don't remember him as
yeah, he was in the Wes Anderson movie with Bill Murray and had the quirkiness going on in the whole movie and people with matching outfits.
That's the Royal Tenenbaums, so.
No, that's every Wes Anderson movie ever.
You don't remember him in that movie, dude?
Name one Wes Anderson movie where they don't have matching outfits.
Okay, Eli Cash. He was Eli Cash in Royal Tenenbaums.
Yeah, I know.
He was also. He was also.
He's the one screwing his sister, right?
No, that's not
Royal Tenenbaums. He was having sex with
No, that's Luke Wilson. That's Luke Wilson having sex with okay.
Yeah. Oh, he was the cowboy.
Yeah, he's a cowboy. He's also Dignan and Ball Rocket. I mean, I like him just fine. I like the fucking Ned Plimpton in The Life Aquatic, dude. I love The Life Aquatic. Love that movie.
What about Starsky and Hutch?
No, dude, man.
That was great. That was good. You know, do it. Just 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 do it.
I get you, dude. I understand.
Just do it.
Do you like
you know what Owen Wilson likes to say a lot, though?
Just do it. Oh,
No.
yeah. I do know exactly what he likes to say a lot.
Wow.
Yeah, he says that a lot. I also have this going on too.
Wow.
Lots of wows.
Wow.
That's his thing, man. It's weird.
That was a 17-minute video of every wow he ever said. I can't believe that exists. I can't believe that was a thing.
But I do think that Owen Wilson. We haven't seen him a lot of stuff. It's been a while since we've seen him because he's going through some personal demons right now. Owen is, but this movie, it's not. He was great. Salma Hayek was great, but this movie itself, I did not like. But you know what? We gave our scores. Why don't you guess the audience score on this? On Rotten Tomatoes.
Rotten Tomatoes scores is through 100%, and we guess it every week.
Mhm.
I guess it every week. Chris knows it. I am going to have to go with 62%.
42%.
I was off by 20, even though.
It's still bad
It's
though.
even.
It's still not the answer.
It's even.
Now, what is the critic score on this?
38.
31. Lower than I thought.
I knew they would go lower, though. I knew they would go lower. How about that?
Critics' consensus is when it comes to building an entertaining sci-fi drama around some cool ideas, this Bliss is largely ignorant. I agree. But if you want me to read a good review of it, I can definitely do that, and you can tell me if you agree with it. A good review from Charles Kaplinski of Real Talk with Chuck and Ryan says, messages within this film are equally engaging, remind us to cherish our immediate world and relationships. That's, I mean, you can like a message, but not like the movie. And I'm with, I didn't like the movie, so
Did you not like the movie?
I did not like the movie. But I bet I would like.
My
I would like I would
my
like
loving lips all over your face.
that, and also like it when you give news.
News! Another episode of This is the News with Neil from Movies That Don't Suck and Do. I go to the internet, find things to read, and I read them. Ha ha ha!
We read to me and we both react to it. Dude, come on. Don't cut me out
First,
of
my
that.
phone for some reason thinks I was talking to it. That's hilarious. All right, you ready for this?
Ready.
This piece of news, I'm just going to start it off right from the beginning.
Okay, I'm ready to hear it.
What's one of your favorite game series of all times?
Super Mario Brothers.
What is one of your most real favorite games of all time?
Oh, you mean like Tomb Raider? I don't know what you're asking.
Sure, somewhere around there. Yeah, there's
Uncharted?
another game okay, there's one right around that. Right
You're
around
thinking The Last
Uncharted.
of Us, aren't you? You're talking about
The Last of
Okay,
Us.
that's great. Yeah.
The TV series has been casted.
So I think I heard something about this. Can I guess who Joel is?
No. First, you
Okay.
got to guess who Ellie is.
I don't know who Ellie is. Tell me.
Ellie will be played by Bella Ramsey.
Who's Bella Ramsey? Give me a crash course.
That's
Bella
known
Ramsey real
as
quick.
Lana Mormont in the HBO's hit fantasy series Game of Thrones.
Oh
She
shit!
was the
Okay.
she
Yeah,
was
yeah,
the young girl
Yeah, I
that
remember her.
fucking would murder everybody.
Yeah. So that's
And
Ellie?
then, of course, her casting partner playing Joel. Who's playing Joel?
Pedro Pascal.
Pedro Pascal,
You
the
guys remember him
Mandalorian.
Yeah, the Mandalorian or the bad guy from Wonder Woman 84.
No, dude, he's Mandalorian. Come on now. Yeah,
He's
I mean,
really-
you can be in any movie you want, but if you're in the number one Star Wars show of all time,
Mhm.
I mean, like literally of all time, what tops that? So, what do you think about that? What do you think of that pairing?
I'm looking forward to it, dude. This is something that I hope HBO can do right. I'm interested to see how they change it up from the movie, the games themselves. I've played them both, and I have a deep connection with both those characters, so I'm excited to see what they do. I really am.
Mm-hmm. Me too. So, talking about Pedro Pascal,
Yeah.
he is going to be starring in the new Judd Apatow movie, The Bubble. They just cast him as well today.
So
not only is he's going to be in The Bubble, but they also cast Maria Bakalova.
Oh yeah, what was she in recently? I remember thinking
Borat 2, the daughter of Borat.
Yeah, I kept thinking her name is Baklava, but it's Bakalova.
Baklava. It probably is Baklava. It probably is. You know me.
Yeah, sure.
But that's also going to have David Duchovny. David
Duchovny.
Yeah, I'm sorry, belched like literally right at Keegan Michael Key, Iris Apatow, Leslie Mann, Karen Gillian, who plays I can't even think of her name right now. Karen Gillian. She plays not Gamora. Gamara's Nebula.
Nebula,
Yeah. So that is a big movie that's going to be coming out. Pedro, man, he's getting those movies.
He's
you become you get to be the number one guy on let's say during the pandemic. Who's been bigger than Pedro? Seriously.
The Tiger King.
No, he was only big for like a week.
You read me with the Mandalorian coming out. People are finally having time to watch these shows they want to watch. One of them being Mandalorian, and he's badass. He's amazing. He's great.
Yes. So
do we want to talk about what happened?
What?
We
will in a minute. We will in a minute.
Okay,
we'll finish off with that because I don't want to be a Debbie Downer right away.
Gotcha.
2 more castings for the Borderland movie has come through.
Oh, okay. So I'm interested to hear this too. I don't know though. You have to
Dr. Tannis has been casted by Jamie Lee Curtis. Will be playing Dr. Tannis.
She'd be great.
And then, you think that's great? The number one character in Borderlands. What is the character? The best character of all Borderlands.
The best
Besides
character?
you being in a Black Shadow world that you are in right now, what is the best character in Borderlands?
You have to tell me because dude, it's been years since I played it.
Claptrap.
Oh, Claptrap, yeah, for sure, Claptrap. Who? Can
Yeah.
I don't know who's gonna be, but yeah, tell me.
Jack Black is going to be doing the voice of Claptrap.
I think I can get on board with that. I mean, I'd like to hear, but yeah, Jack Black, he'd be great as Claptrap.
I mean, it just makes sense. I mean, this is just. I mean, you got Kate Blanchett. Kate Blanchett playing in this. You got Jamie Lee Curtis now. You have Jack Black. I mean, it's going to be directed by Eli Roth. Like, this better not fail. You know what I'm saying? Like, at this point, having that many cast members that are just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Just as much as the shadowing on your face is ridiculous. Like, just ridiculous.
Dude, I can't help it, dude. I'm not my natural environment. I have to do this upstairs for this week at least.
You have lamps. I see two lamps behind you, and you do not have either one of them on to help you have light on your.
Do you want me to turn that on? I can try and see if it's plugged in. I'm not sure it is.
I don't care. I'm sure the people watching don't care to see any part of you, I guess.
So I want to mention something
here,
about
we'll just make it easy. So anyway,
do you remember that 2009 film Moon, starring the great Sam Rockwell?
Yeah,
directed by Duncan Jones. By the way, Duncan Jones is Davey Boy's son, and he went out and was super excited about his next movie when that came out, and there's going to be Warcraft, and no one cared about it. And
nice.
Yeah,
so
okay,
how's
fine.
that working for you?
It's fine. It's whatever.
No. It's good stuff, man. I'm listening to you.
What are you listening? I'm just saying, like Duncan Jones, I was really excited about his next film, and when I heard he's doing Warcraft, I became immediately not excited anymore. But he did a movie called.
You're not a fan of World of Warcraft?
Well, I don't dislike it. It's just I'm like I wanted a original story written by him that like wasn't Moon was great, but this whatever. Who am I? Right?
Do you need a hug?
It wouldn't hurt.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, who's next on the news docket thing?
I don't know. What else are we talking about? Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It's its final season. It is coming to
an end. It? Okay.
It is the end of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. That is it's coming to an end.
It'll make Andy Samberg to make more movies as good as Palm Springs.
In the upcoming Blumhouse's remake of Firestarter, they got Michael Grey Eyes from True Detective and Blood Quantum to star as Rainbird in the Blumhouse's new movie.
If you get a chance, man, check out Blood Quantum. I saw that last year at Panic Fest, by the way. Panic Fest, here we go. And it was
Brody Lee. Here we go. Brody Lee.
Brody,
you got Panic Fest. I got Brody Lee.
Yeah, so I went to saw Panic Fest was airing in there, and I made sure I saw like fucking 10 o'clock in the morning. And Blood Quantum was it's like a cool little zombie movie. It takes place in a reservation up in Canada. So I'm glad that they're finding people to get on that. I think it's free on Amazon Prime, but don't make sure that's true. But keep going. Sorry.
There's some guy named Will Smith.
Who is that?
He's an actor.
Oh, he's an actor.
He's going to be doing a thriller movie with director David Leitch. Who's known for Deadpool. Yep, known for Deadpool 2 and Hobbs and Shaw. So they're making a movie. So it is as follows. After the leader of an Upper Auckland criminal organization suffers memory loss from an attack, he reunites with his crew only to find that things aren't what he thinks they are.
Okay. Well,
Yeah. I'm down. I'll watch it. Anything with Will Smith in it, let's be honest. Guy can do a toilet bowl commercial, and I'd probably see it 13 times.
I was not pleased with his last movie. What was that called?
Gemini
Man.
Yeah, Gemini Man. I think it was called. I think it was the one we were talking about, right? Wasn't Gemini Man?
Yeah, we talked about Gemini Man, and we talked.
So, do you know they're doing a Lucille Ball biography?
I heard this about the biopic, and I think you mentioned who's doing it last week, but I totally forgot who it was.
Nicole Kidman
That's
playing
right.
Lucy.
Mhm.
They have just cast Fred. Fred is the neighbor that lives in Ethel and Fred that live next door to Lucy and Ricky in the TV show.
So, is this a well-known actor?
Oh, probably one of the best well-known actors.
It's not Tom Hanks, is it?
No.
Just tell me who it is. Then.
But he is an
'Cause
Oscar winner, like Tom Hanks.
John Lithgow.
Mm-mm.
That'd be good. That's the right choice, though, right? Who is it?
He's an Oscar winner, but at the same time, he is not above asking for pictures of Spider.
Oh, is it J.K. Simmons?
J.K. Simmons is going to be playing Fred.
That's me. That's a pretty good casting, man.
Kidman and J.K. Simmons. I'm down. I'm down. I don't care. I'm there. You know, hopefully it's not that bad. Face Off, that wonderful movie from the 1990s, 1997. Nicolas Cage versus John Travolta.
Yeah, I mean, Nicolas Cage has had sort of a renaissance lately. After Manny, you're like, I want to see everything he's fucking in now. But what about this?
All right. He Face Off is being remade by Paramount, and they have now signed director Adam Wingard, the director of Godzilla versus King Kong, to direct.
Okay. Sure. I'm looking forward to it.
No, nothing on that one. Yeah,
I mean,
saying.
it's just like I think of Face Off looking back on it, people love that movie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not one of them though. It's okay.
You don't like Face Off?
It's all right, man.
When's the last time you watched it?
It's been years, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, dude.
You might be really wrong.
Really,
all
really
right.
wrong. All right.
Since let's just be honest. One more. Keanu Reeves is in talk to become Kraven the Hunter in the Spider-Man universe.
Okay, yeah, I'll take that.
So it's not signed deal yet, but he's in talks to being Kraven the Hunter.
What is a done deal?
I don't care, man. I just want to see him do anything. Oh, and also they're remaking Wizard of Oz. Anyway, let's move on. I don't want to.
Let's get this. Let's get this bad news out of the way first.
All right, let's get the bad news one out of the way.
Okay.
Do you want to say it? So
Gina Carano, who played Cara Dune in The Mandalorian, has been fired for basically being a turfy asshole. She shared some social media posts that were insensitive to lots of people, including past comments on trans people.
Well, basically, not just the trans thing is the thing. The thing that really upset the human beings is that she's saying Republicans are being persecuted like Jews were in World War II. That's the thing that's upsetting everybody today. The other thing we already went past. We went past it. We're good. Everybody was like, you know what? You made some comments, but maybe you're going to learn from it.
You apologized and said that you learned something. Yeah. And then she comes out and says shit like this. So she was fired. She didn't get asked.
Yeah, she's fired. Like literally, they were going to do a spin-off show of her character, and that is now completely squashed.
So Gina Carano is now without a job. Fine by me. Honestly, don't care. She ruined a lot of goodwill that's given to her, and that's the consequences happen. And
I just don't understand. I said this to you earlier when I was texting you. How do you go from being in Deadpool, being in Mandalorian, to the biggest hits in the last 10 years? Let's just be 100% honest.
Yeah, sure.
Either one of them. I mean, I'm not saying they are the biggest, but they are one of the biggest things of all time. And then you fucking it up so bad that now nobody wants to give you a job. Nobody wants to work with you. I mean, she literally just got to the point where she was at like almost $1 million level where she could charge millions of dollars to be the actress that you need in your thing. But now she's not going to get daily squat. I mean, she's not even going to get paid $15 to work at Burger King.
Here's the problem. I mean, there people fire her, which is fine by me, her being fired, but she's going to say, see, I was persecuted after this is done. This is what she's going to say. But no, you were kicked out because you were being an asshole, because you're being insensitive, because you're being a bad person. And that's, there are plenty of people that, I mean, nowadays when you are such a visible person, you gotta watch your fucking mouth. I guess watch your mouth and watch yourself, and basically think about what am I doing? What am I saying here? Is it real?
I mean, I watch my mouth to a point.
Sure.
I mean, but I'm not. But the thing is, I'm not racist. I'm not, sexist. I'm not prejudiced. I'm like one of those people that everybody lives whatever the fuck they do.
Mhm.
Like, let's take you for example. You're one of my best friends,
Sure.
of all time, and let's talk about all the things that you do that nobody knows about. All right, so I'm just
Come
kidding.
on. I was like, what is he gonna mention?
What's he gonna mention? Please don't say
Yeah.
that. Anyway,
Yeah.
all right, so that's it, man. That's all we got. I'm done with the news after that.
Okay.
Point. That was another segment of the MTTS podcast movie news. Yes, I get it from the internet, but that's okay because Chris still loves me.
All right. Yeah.
Our last movie.
It's called Malcolm Marie.
Malcolm and Marie.
It's directed by Sam Levinson.
Is it Malcolm in the Middle?
No, just Malcolm. I forget his whole name in this movie, but no, it's directed by Sam Levinson, and Sam Levinson is also known for Assassination Nation. Do you remember that movie from? We did that Assassination Nation. We liked that movie, but no one saw it.
Who?
Assassination Nation.
Oh yes, the crazy town that everybody kills everybody.
Yeah, it was great. We liked it. Yeah.
It wasn't Dak Shepard in that. Was it Dax that made the weird appearance? Someone made a weird appearance in that movie.
Joel McHale. You think Joel McHale?
Joel McHale. Yeah, that was it. I couldn't remember who it was.
Some other handsome guy.
Another deadly handsome guy that will always take jobs from me. Always.
But he's also the creator and directed written episodes of Euphoria. You like Euphoria a lot. You talked about
I love Euphoria. Euphoria, if you've not seen the show Euphoria, watch it tonight, start it. If not, that's your bad, man. I don't know what to say to that.
But this movie is just two people. There's only two people in this movie who are
Euphoria, because of the pandemic, actually has had two movies they have released, 2 parts is what they call them. About an hour each, and one of them is Zendaya, and the other one is the character Jules from the show, and literally giving their ideas of what happened from season 1, plus giving new light into their characters. But anyway, first character, one of the main characters from this movie, yes, the one, the only, John David Washington. Give me that clip.
Here he is from Black Klansman.
Since you asked, I hate niggers. I hate Jews. Spics and mix. Dagos and chinks. But my mouth to God's ears, I really hate those nigger rats. And anyone else, really, that doesn't have pure white Aryan blood running through their veins. My sister, Pamela. She was just recently accosted by one of those black coons.
Is that so?
Yeah. Every time I think about that black baboon putting his filthy black hands on her purest white driven snow body. I mean pure, Walter. She's a saint. She's an angel. It makes me want to puke.
Oh man, that's some powerful shit.
I know, it's a Black Klansman. John David Washington. That's a Spike Lee joint. Now, the thing about John David Washington is that he went from football to being a main actor.
And he's
like, that was his movie.
Yeah,
that was his movie that he came in as a main actor right off the beat. Like, literally, I think he acted like, if you literally look at his IMDb, it's Monsters and Men, Monster, and then Black Klansman. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. $7 Digital Studios, Live Beats. And then the other 2 movies he did was 30 years ago when he was a wee little kid at his daddy's movies, Malcolm X, because his dad is Denzel Washington, and Devil in the Blue Dress, which is another Denzel Washington.
I mean, it doesn't hurt you have one of the best actors of the
ever as your dad.
Yeah,
but the thing is, it's in the genes, man. It's in the genes.
So I've heard people that have worked with John David Washington say he's the nicest dude on the planet. Unlike his dad. Apparently, Denzel's director, he is ruthless. But
all right, and then Zendaya is the other main actor in this movie as well.
Just not just the somebody look at you the way your parents looked at me. The way everyone would look at us.
And you know, I mean, like Zendaya, she's great, but in this movie she talks much louder than that.
Yeah.
You give me a
And the
whisper
thing
clip
is,
for
she,
some reason.
yeah. And she started in the Disney world. Like
Mm-hmm.
she was all about the Disney. And in fact, an actress from a movie we did last week, Chick Fight, Bella Thorne, her and Zendaya did what was the show called? Was it not I can find it. Give me a second. Shake It Up.
Yeah, sure.
And they did a lot of like music videos and stuff like that together. When I was researching this, I was like, oh, I thought Zendaya was an actress always. No, she was actually
she's a
pretty
singer.
good singer.
Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and read the synopsis, the top one, because the bottom was written by someone else, and I don't like it.
Just a synopsis, not the
Yeah.
storyline.
Well, do what you want, man.
How about I don't do anything and I just get naked on camera?
I don't think our one viewer like that. Well, they dropped off. 'cause you
No
said
one
that.
viewer left. Yeah, so we can just get butt naked on the camera. Nobody will know.
Just do the storyline.
We
man.
can
Just
put it up. I know.
Storyline's fine.
I got it. I don't worry. A director and his girlfriend's relationship is tested after they return home from his movie premiere and await critics' responses.
This movie is shot in beautiful, gorgeous black and white 35mm film. You can see the film grain; it looks great.
Right? But how do you know it's 35mm film? You weren't the person there.
That's what the director.
It could have been a surround. It could have been digital. It could have been.
Well, they made a point to make it sure that was.
Yeah, I was
done
making a
film.
point because they said it directly in this movie. How do you know? You have never shot a film?
I mean, how do you know that's David Washington? How do you know that's John David Washington could have look like?
Ooh,
You're making the same.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah. But and this is if I remember correctly, this is like one of the first movies shot during the pandemic.
Yeah, shot or written, directed, and filmed in pandemic. July actually, this is when it was done. It was filmed over 10 days, and Sam Levinson, and this movie's gorgeous. It's gorgeously shot. I can't say enough about the cinematography. Like a lot of people are saying this would be a better play, but that's fucking bullshit because this movie is gorgeous the way it's shot. The scenes that were set up, the house they're in, black and white, it's gorgeous. And anyone says it's a play, they're full of shit because this movie's amazing when it comes to the cinematography. Because of the acting spot on. John David Washington, I've never seen him do anything as powerful as this movie. But
yeah, I have.
What are you saying?
Black Klansman.
Okay, he was great in that.
Go back and rewatch that today. Go watch that right now, and you tell me.
Well, I'm not stopping the podcast to watch it.
Oh, go stop the podcast. Go watch it. Come back. I'll just keep drinking, and then when you get back here, and the whole time I'll entertain. I think it's a 2-hour movie, so I got 2 hours to entertain people.
But here's the thing, man. About Malcolm Marie. This is not a love story like it's being shown as. It is about toxic relationship.
Is it toxic though, or is it two people whose crazy works well together?
Does it work well together? Because honestly, the way they talk to each other is the way I'd never, ever talk to my wife ever.
Well, no, she'd kick your ass, dude.
Yeah, and same with you.
Your wife is like a fucking, derby queen, man. She does roller skating derby. She'll knock your fucking ass out.
I would never talk to anyone this way, honestly.
You talk to me like this all the time.
I know, but I love you, pal.
Sure, see, toxic relationship.
No,
Anyway.
But the dialogue in this is fucking insane. They made me hate a person, then love a person, then hate a person, love them again. It was I found a lot to like about this movie. I did. I was never bored. I was
bored quite often with this movie.
Oh yeah, so you're the opposite end of me with this.
I mean, it was just no chemistry between the two characters.
I couldn't disagree with you more, but I'm gonna let you talk.
I mean, the movie should have been in color.
Okay, you're fucking with me now.
I know.
What did you
totally
think of this movie?
All right. Truthfully, I don't think I've ever seen a movie with only two characters I like more.
Dude,
the only thing I like about this movie is they know what lighting is. Lighting is when you reflect light onto your face, like in places you need it when a camera is on you. Like that is an awesome
Yeah, you were a fan of the fucking you were a fan of the cinematography in this, right? Like it was perfect. Like it was
You know, and I know a lot of people who are fans of cinematography. Obviously, you're not, but like I'm saying, other
come on.
people. I mean, if you're a fan of cinematography, wouldn't you make sure you're good at cinematography, making sure you have light reflect all around you?
I want to mention that the cinematographer in this Assassination Nation and Euphoria, of course, he's doing this, but I feel like watching this is a love letter to those old movies. You know, like when it comes to how it's shot, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful.
Well, I mean, and it's easy. That's what the thing is. I mean, to make a crew that small, put a movie together like this is, exactly what you need to do, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
Jeremy?
Yeah, it's all dialogue, guys. And there's
It is all dialogue. It is literally two people having an argument all night long from 1 a.m. till 5 a.m. I'd say, because before the sun comes up.
And they hurt each other, not physically, but like the conversations they have, they hurt, and they were visceral and they were raw, and
they were the hurt business.
And a lot of people, this movie I found as divisive. A lot of people hate it, a lot of people love it. I'm actually in the love camp of this movie. I really am.
It's one of those movies that see, this is a problem. All right, and this is what I'm going to say right now.
Mm-hmm.
We're in a pandemic. It's freezing outside in most of the country right now.
Yeah.
How many people want to sit around and watch a 2-hour movie about two people fighting?
It's exhausting. I will say that it is exhausting. Seeing these
political films.
You're saying that it's too hurtful to watch right now? That's too
no.
Too
I'm
real
saying
to watch right now. I mean,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying right there. Boom, you got it.
But
it is too real for people right now. Right now, people need something a little more light and a little more, funny. I love this movie, but what I am stating is that it is a good movie. It is a great movie, and artistically, it is a great movie.
And
artistically, there are paintings of people killing themselves, and I'm not going to hang it on my wall and stare at it every day.
I think a lot of reason people don't like this, and mostly critics who don't like it, is because it takes aim at them. It talks complete shit about critics of movies.
No. I got that point. I agree with that.
Yeah, I do think that a lot of people are because they're talking shit, man, and they rightfully so. Sam Levinson has this vendetta against people who didn't like Assassination Nation, and he's like, I'm gonna make this movie. Critics gonna hate it. I'm gonna dare them to hate it, and they will hate it. Because you and I, we both liked Assassination Nation. We thought it was a pretty good movie.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, and this one's different. It's not fun at all.
No. I mean, this is about exploring the emotional rainbow of someone's emotional landscape in themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
it's one you find out pretty early on that Malcolm is a fucking narcissist, like to the point.
But is he? Is he really? He's just an artist.
Yeah,
and if I can say that, all artists are narcissists. Then
it makes me a narcissist. Makes you a narcissist.
Yeah, it makes everybody a narcissist. Everyone, because no matter what you do, even if it's a little craft you buy from Joanne Fabrics or whatever you do, that makes you an artist. That makes you a narcissist. That means everyone's a narcissist. It opens up a lot of conversations.
We're putting ourselves up on YouTube. That makes us narcissists, right?
Well, I'm just doing it so we can get more T-shirt sales.
So you're tired of working on some T-shirts, yeah. But no, man, like this movie.
Bloodfire.com, people. Movies don't suck. Anyway,
it was hard to watch. I was gripped by the dialogue in this. I don't think there's amazing things in this, and there's thoughtful things. There's a little bit pretentious things. A lot of people think it's super pretentious.
Yeah. But this is what I'm stating. This is a great artistic movie, and it gets you thinking, it gets you going, it gets you questioning a lot things.
And the dialogue in this is top notch.
I have 4 pages of quotes. I'm going to pick and choose. Yeah. Like when I wrote them down, I realized that because I was 20 minutes in and I already had a page and a half. I was like, I need to start picking and choosing now.
Yeah.
What I even write down besides that. Great dialect, great story, great coming full circle, going around,
Beautiful shots.
describing two really fucked up people in a fucked up relationship. All of it is awesome.
Well, let me ask you: do you want to live in the house they have? The house
the house is awesome.
I want that.
Can I finish my fucking point without you cutting me off for once? Jesus fuck Christ! This whole episode you have cut me off.
I'm muting my microphone. Here you
go. Don't mute your microphone. Stop with the mute. Just let me finish the sentence. Anyway, I love you, but goddamn, dude, I've been trying to finish this thought for like 10 minutes now.
Okay, sorry. Go for it. It's your turn to talk.
So the thing is, this is beautifully shot. It is a beautiful movie. It is, the characters in this movie are great. But the thing is, people need to be pre-warned going into this movie that it might not make you in a good mood at the end of this movie. This is one of those movies that it is artistic. It is good. It is a good movie. It is more than likely going to get an Oscar or at least nominated across this front. But it's one of those movies that it is literally just two characters the entire time fighting.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like maybe 3 minutes of happiness and then fight. 3 minutes of happiness, fight. And some people right now can't take that because of the pandemic, of the freezing ice storm we have across 80% of our freaking United States right now. That's what I'm saying. This is a good movie. Maybe some people wait to watch this, when they can take it in and not get super depressed and want to shoot themselves in the fucking kitchen.
You and I, we are in the long-term marriages. But before that, we've had fucked up relationships, right?
Oh, I've had some really fucked up.
Yeah. And so,
you ever been shot at?
What are you talking about? Shot at?
Another relationship?
Oh no. Okay. Well,
I have a story about that.
I don't want to talk too much about it. I have had a gun out, not my gun, personally, but
you have a gun?
I didn't have a gun. Some of my significant other had a gun out, and I don't want to talk too much about it. I'll say.
Well then let's go back to the movie.
Okay.
Anyway.
So sorry guys, but no, listen. For anyone who's been in the fucked up relationships, a lot of this will seem familiar in a very uncomfortable way.
Yeah, it shows a lot of levels of toxicity.
No, very toxic. But I don't want to say that. I don't condone any of the behavior in this movie at all. I don't condone how Malcolm treated Marie. I don't like what Marie did to Malcolm. But they do this thing where you make you like a person and then they make you hate them and then back and forth. And that's something you can't do a lot of people. You can't. Yeah. It's hard to do. And somehow Sam Levinson brought the best performances out of Zendaya and John David Washington, and a lot of people are watching Zendaya for something else, and they're not going to get what they want out of this. They're not going to get what they want out of this. They're like, this isn't Shake It Off. This isn't The Greatest Showman. No, this is something way more fucked up. You're going to see some.
Euphoria. If you've seen Zendaya has been doing actual acting recently. Like she's not Disney anymore.
Yeah.
And Greatest Showman, I think, was borderline Disney, where it's musical, even though it has some really dark points in it and stuff like that. But Zendaya in this, she brought it, and I think since she's worked with the director before, it is someone that she's comfortable with because she's done the Euphoria stuff. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen Euphoria, why do you even watch stuff? Why do you even watch stuff?
So I would think that the actors, since there are only two actors, had a lot to say what happened in this movie. I think they had a lot of notes. I don't think Sam Levinson was like, let me do this whole thing. I think he asked, questions of Zendaya because apparently this movie was developed with her in mind.
The links of dialogue that went along, I think literally he probably said, hey, here's the script. Here it is. And then they just they went with it. You know what I'm saying?
And I think that, you have one of the greatest actors' sons on the set, and you have Zendaya who has lots of ideas. And I think that
that's hey, Robert Downey Jr., he was in that Avengers movie. He's the son of one of the greatest actors of all time.
I'm just saying that I don't think that Sam Levinson did it all. I think that he wrote a lot of it, but I feel like that he took notes from the actors. I think he he did a lot of stuff with this, and that's just my thoughts. I could be wrong. I could get an email from John David Washington saying this is all Sam, or Zendaya saying this is all Sam.
I don't think John David Washington is ever going to email you, bro.
How do you know that the one person watching right now is not John David Washington?
All right, the one person watching, make a comment and let me know who you are. There you go. That's how. Anyway.
Okay. We're gonna get a message no matter who it is.
Let's do some movie quotes real quick and get our rating. All right. Okay. Let's see here. I did write down a lot of different. Oh, see, no, it's Rachel. Hey, Rachel, how you doing?
Do you know her?
Yes, I do. Rachel is a good person. I will go into detail off air. I do not want to tell you more than that.
Hi, Rachel.
On air with the people that listen to our podcast outside of people. Okay. All right. So anyway, let's see. The film isn't about race. No, it's about shame. It's about guilt. It means you are literally incapable of de-escalating a situation unless it's work-related. And even then, it's 50-50.
Dude, your microphone sounds so good right now.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. It's the whole reason I bought it. Woohoo! Microphone! If you're going to treat me like an insane person and call me fucking crazy, the least you could do is do it without casually eating macaroni and cheese.
Dude, I can't tell you how much I want to eat mac and cheese when I was like, ooh,
I know, right? It's like, I don't think I have any mac and cheese. I don't have any mac. Well, I do. I think I have 2 boxes, actually. Okay. Don't push away people who ground you, which that is great advice. I can tell you that right now from being a movie music guy for years. Mm-hmm. Have you ever considered doing the Angela's biopic in Legos? I love that. Fuck Malibu. Cinema doesn't need to have a fucking message. It has to have heart and have electricity. I love that line.
Dude, there's so much goodness. I know that you narrowed down half the amazing stuff that's in this.
No, I have to. And if you were in a Chuck E. Cheese, they would throw you the fucking ass out. All right, I had to throw that one in there. Yeah. But yeah, literally, what is your score for this movie?
Okay, I'm going to preface it by saying the dialogue in this is top notch. The acting in this is insane. The chemistry between the 2 actors is great.
You said that 17 times now.
And it's beautifully shot.
Give me your fucking score.
It's a 4.2 for me.
I would have to agree. I was actually on the same note on this one.
Yeah, it's
but I think you're lying. I think you're downgrading it a little bit. And I think you're not giving it the hope that it needs. This is a 4.6.
Oh wow. Well, okay. You know what?
I really like this movie.
I'm actually gonna go for the 4.4 now. I mean,
of course you're gonna raise it. Of course you're gonna raise it.
Because it was one of those movies. I sat down after I was done. I thought about the rest of the night. Honestly, did. I turned the minute and I took a shower and I tried to digest it. And I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this movie. And I come to the conclusion that I love this movie. This movie.
It's a great movie, but again, I have to say this as a pre-warning. If you're down or if you're depressed, if you're not been good for the last couple of days, do not sit down and watch a movie about a couple fighting for 2 hours. Don't do it.
If you're in a deep relationship,
this is a great artistic movie. Before this, you know what I watched before this?
No.
I'll tell you. You ready?
Okay. Yeah.
Pro wrestling.
Yeah.
So anyway, definitely.
You have 4.6. I got 4.4, right?
Yeah, 4.6 for me, 4.4 for you. It's a good movie, but literally it is 2 people arguing, and they are coming up with some great conclusions. And to be honest, some of the best dialogue, not only in a movie, in a play, in anything I've seen ever. Like, if you didn't have 2 powerhouse newbie actors, I mean, they are newbie actors.
But they're both
John
fantastic.
David Washington and Zendaya. Both of them are new actresses. But if you didn't have 2 powerhouses delivering the dialogue and connecting like they did in this movie
chemistry in this, dude. It's like
is ridiculous. They just knew how to. It's just like they knew. I don't know if they hung out together,
and this
if they
is
went
the
and
thing when
got some
people say-
inside and out in and out burger, if they went and got some Whataburger and hung out and like which they couldn't have, I guess, pandemic. But whatever.
But dude, like the thing is like this when people say acting is easy, what they're doing right there is fucking hard. It's difficult, and they fucking pulled it off. So congrats on Sam, congrats on John, congrats on Zendaya. What do you think the audience score in this movie is on Rotten Tomatoes?
I would say on Rotten Tomatoes. Okay, so we score it 1 through 5, and now Rotten Tomatoes 1 through 100%.
Audience score
it has to be 81.
71%.
Oh, it's off.
Like I said, this is a divisive film. So, what do you think the critic score is?
The critic score has to be 90. Has to be 90 at least.
58%, dude.
Shut the fuck up.
Now, I wanted to say that the critics were lambasted in this movie. This movie talks shit about critics, us included, but I think that might have something to do with it.
The thing is, okay, we're kind of critics. We're just we don't have a degree in like anything. Do you got a degree?
No, I don't agree.
Did you even go to college?
I did go to a little bit of community college.
Yeah, okay, and I went to college a little bit. So like it's like we're just people that really love movies, and we try to comment on movies, and so we kind of fit in the critics, but not really. Because to be honest, I love a lot of movies the critics rip apart constantly.
Sure. Dude, I can't believe Roger Ebert gave a shitty score to Tommy Boy.
The Tommy Boy?
Yeah, he hated it.
Okay, I don't know why we went there, but anyway, so what's the critics' consensus on Malcolm and Marie?
So the critics gave it 58%, and the critics' consensus is Malcolm Marie's ambitions aren't always satisfactorily fulfilled, but its flaws are often offset by the strong chemistry between the film's stars. Okay, whatever. I
don't know. I mean, I really think
movie.
The reason critics gave this a lower score, I'd have to agree with you, has to be the fact that they talk about critics directly in this movie. There's a good 30 minutes, I'd say.
Yeah.
At least 30 minutes of this movie that's outside of their relationship, where John David Washington just goes to town on some critics.
Yeah, I wonder. I'm wondering if they fucking if they LA Times.
Personally?
Yeah, I wonder if LA Times like fuck this movie and fuck you. Like when
fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you guys. I can't believe you did that shit.
So yeah, this is on Netflix. You can watch if you're a Netflix subscriber, which I imagine you are after being in a pandemic for so long. That you'll find a lot to like about this movie, right?
As long as you get Paramount Plus.
Okay.
Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
Paramount Plus.
So earlier today,
how many times have you heard the words Paramount Plus in the last 2 weeks?
Oh man,
a lot, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to get Paramount Plus, but
yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, they have to really, really have good content for me to care about it. But you know what I did earlier today, dude, or last night?
What's that?
You made a comment last week about how I never help find movies to watch.
And you went on a board like I pissed you off or something.
Yeah,
I didn't mean to pee in your Cheerios, dude. I was just like, fuck you. I find all the movies all the time. Tell me what to find.
And then I went ahead and I planned the next 2 weeks out.
Yeah, and you forgot about Willy's Wonderland.
Which we're watching, but not right away. Next week we are watching
Willy's Wonderland, if you guys don't know, is an upcoming Nicolas Cage horror movie where literally a Chuck E. Cheese or Showbiz literally gets it's haunted, and I don't know what all goes on. I'm not going to give it away. I don't know because I haven't seen it yet, but it's pretty much a haunted Chuck E. Cheese Showbiz. Who wants to see a haunted Showbiz or Chuck E. Cheese? Come on.
And Nick Cage's been hitting it out of the park with things like Mandy and Color Out of Space, dude. Both those movies, after that, I'm like, I want to watch whatever he's in. Honestly, this is a weird sort of fucked up movie renaissance. But next week we're watching Judas and the Black Messiah, which is on HBO Max.
Yeah, Judas and the Black Messiah, which is talking about the upbringing of the Black Panther Party.
Yeah, which is kind of it's pretty time when it comes to talking about One Night in Miami,
Yeah. One Night in Miami we did a couple weeks ago. We had a good time watching that one. If you have a chance to see that.
They were watching a movie I've been dying to see since I heard about it a year and a half ago. Because it's been pushed back since the pandemic. And finally, they're deciding to release Saint Maud on VOD. And I cannot fucking
I don't
wait.
know what Saint Maud is.
Dude,
You're overexcited about it, and I love it because I love it when you're excited about movies because it gets me a little bit excited. Sometimes scared because some of the movies you've been excited about, we go to see them, and I'm just like, what the fuck are we watching? What is this shit? Why is that going? Who is going? Why? What's going on here? I don't understand this.
Yeah, dude, I can't wait for Saint Maud. I want you to watch nothing about it and just go into it blind. Do your best, okay?
All right,
Go
cool. Yeah, I'll go
okay.
blind.
Okay, and then after that, the week after the next episode, we got Willy's Wonderland and Nomadland. Nomadland, we got Hulu, and Willy's will also be.
It's Francis McDonald, right?
Prince McDormand, yeah.
McDormand. I'm sorry, I couldn't remember the name.
And it's probably one of the most talked about films. It's already shoe-in for Best Picture when the Oscars come out.
Really?
Yeah, it's probably gonna win, man. That's what.
It better have at least 2 Avengers in it to get Best Picture.
Come on, dude. It doesn't need to.
I better have Chris Hemsworth and Robert Downey Jr.
Well, we'll talk about that. But I'm excited. For all the movies, actually, all the movies we're watching, I'm really excited for. I cannot wait.
Dude. I mean, do you even realize what's going to happen to us in the end of 2021?
We're gonna be watching movies constantly. And
I'm going to say we're going to probably have to cut every segment and do 3 movies each episode.
Yeah,
we're just going to have to. It's just going to have to happen, probably.
Yeah, well, because I'm going to guess, and this is optimistic. I'm going to say by mid to late fall, the pandemic will be under control. Where we feel comfortable going to movies.
Oh, I'm going to be comfortable the moment I had the vaccine, dude. The moment the vaccine is in me, not the first shot, but the second shot, I am there. I am at the movie theater. I will be butt naked, covered in popcorn, watching movies. I don't care.
Okay. Yeah, that's all I got this week. How are you good? Are you good?
We're good. We're good.
Okay.
Why don't you?
Visit us online, moviesdon'tsuck.net. We're on Facebook at facebook.com. Last Movies Don't Suck podcast. We're on Twitter at NTS Podcast. We're on Instagram at NTS Podcast. We're also on Patreon, patreon.com/movies don't suck. We have a bonfire at bonfire.com/store/movies don't suck and some do.
Dude, you can literally just look up bonfire.com and put in movies that don't suck.
Yeah. That's where you can find
that
t-shirts.
difficult.
That's t-shirts.
You're adding all these other stuffs.
Okay.
You just don't need to add sometimes, bro.
And we're also,
I love you, bro.
if you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe. If you're watching this on Facebook, go ahead and like that page. And if you have a small business, please email us. We'll do nice things for you, like talk about your business.
Let me do that one.
Okay, sorry.
If you have a small business or you have any kind of friends that have a small business and you just want a little bit of support, us here at Movies Don't Suck and Some Do want to support you. We want to put you out there for our viewing, listening audience. So we'll be more than happy to. Just send us a message, send us an email, look us up on Facebook, MySpace, wherever we are. Yeah, I said MySpace. That was a joke. Joke. Anyway.
Okay.
Whoa.
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 Oh. No, dude. You obviously know that it's
wow.
So
wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Wait a minute. Wow. Wow.
Let's try this one.
Wow. Anyway. So look us up on any one of the platforms, and we'll be more than happy to help anybody out. We want to help everybody out during the pandemic. I mean, me and Chris are best friends, and we just love people. We want to help people out. We don't want them to go broke, yo.
Okay, so you ready? Are you good?
I'm good. You ready to lead us out?
Yeah.
That's another episode of Movies Don't Suck and Some Do. My name is Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And remember, every time you're walking down a dark alley, remember, don't find bliss in crack. Have a good night. All right, that's another episode. Who's the last person on? There was like 3 or 4 people. At one point, we had like 8 people watching.
Yeah, that was interesting. I mean,
I know.
We're
because I also put them on my personal one.
Oh yeah. So I'm sure you have people like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. Why's Neil got a live broadcast going on?
Yeah, I mean, I mean, I hawk it on my every time I have something new come out, a podcast. I always say, "Hey, this is a new one. If you guys want to watch it."
Well, I'll advertise it more next week. You know, we're trying to get our feet going. We're trying to get our feet wet. So I don't want to be, randomly just, putting it out there like we're live, and then
Dude, I
people
want to talk
pop
about
in
how
and be like, "Fuck you guys."
I want to talk about how good your mic sounds. It sounds so good.
Really? Does it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it has to do with the filter and just the money you spent on it.
That's why I put the double filter on it. I didn't like this is added too as well.
Yeah.
This is like they want you to do one or the other. And I was like, no, I'm gonna use both. So that's last person on. Is Rochelle the one still on, or is
It
it
could
my
be.
mother?
It could be
My
your
mom popped in. Did you see my mom?
Yeah. She has
I have
sensitive
sensitive
ears.
ears.
She doesn't like saying. She really doesn't like us saying the fuck word, right?
No, my mom has said the word fuck more times in front of me than any. Like I've heard her say fuck more than I've seen Samuel L. Jackson say the word fuck.
Okay, so she's joking when she says she has sensitive ears.
Yeah. That's why she's got laughing faces.
Yeah.
See how that goes?
Yeah.
Yeah, people like that.
I noticed that on Facebook last time there were comments that showed up that I did not see within our feed, and they was just commenting on it as they were watching it.
Well, I mean, I
otherwise.
can literally just go over to it real quick and be like, okay, look, where's our feed? Where's our thing? Where's our oh. I'll go to the live one on my cast right now. I have sensitive ears. Hi. Okay, that was on mine. All right. So then we'll go over to yours real quick and to ours together real quick. And I love
you.
Oh.
All
right. So nobody's there. So I don't know. I don't know who's watching us anymore. Is somebody watching us? Touching us in weird
It's
places?
not me. I don't think.
Are you watching us? Stop watching.
Well, so I'm looking at the people that are watching it, and someone on your personal page is watching it.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever. Cool. Whatever.
so
I mean, that's why I put it on my personal page because I have like over 1,000 people on my personal page. So,
hi, listener. How you doing?
hi, listener. What are you doing tonight?
So,
are you making Chef Boyardee out of the can?
I think so. I think
anyway, so yeah, so you really like those movies? You didn't like Bliss?
No, I didn't like Bliss, but I loved Malcolm and Marie, so I'm really happy about that.
That's like one of them. I really liked Bliss. I can't believe you didn't like Bliss.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
I probably would have voted. I would have probably given it a higher number if you weren't so down on it. You just made it sound like it was like the worst movie that ever existed.
And so I convinced you a little bit that it wasn't as good as you thought it was.
Yeah, and I was like, maybe I'm rethinking this now. Like I thought it was like a 3.5 kind of level.
What the fuck? No way. But it's your
But
choice.
I mean, maybe you didn't deal out with cracked out people like I have.
Dude, I have lost friends from addiction, so.
Yeah, but you didn't drive and go find them in an RV in the woods.
That's true. And
more things I won't admit that I can't say on a live microphone.
Well, okay. I want to say that I've lost friendships from addiction. At least two of them.
Yeah, I've lost a ton of those.
And then I have someone who, a lot of those things they lead to self-harm or, when they so depressed they can't go on anymore. So that's happened.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
it's really strange. It's really strange when you have these people that you cared about, and then they turn into this thing you don't recognize, and then so when they pass, you have these bad memories. Like the last memory you have of them is not a good one. You know what I mean?
No. I mean, there is I got stories that I will not say on a live cast, but I mean, I've met people that I thought were going to be my friends to the end, and then they went beyond. They murdered someone, or they did something that you just can't literally.
Or they did something to themselves. It's hard to. Yeah, it's hard. It's really hard to reconcile that. It's tough, man. And so, you and I know you used to think I had this idyllic childhood. I had like a loving family, and then my parents were there, and I didn't have that. My parents divorced, and And I grew up.
My mother was married 3 times,
Yeah.
dude. What the
My
hell?
mom's been married 7,
Four times,
dude.
4
My
times, sorry.
mom's been married like 7 times, you know.
Yeah.
And but
I mean, it took my mom until I was 13 to find the guy,
Yeah.
and that was my dad.
my mom's still
And
fine. My mom's
you know,
still
I
fine.
love him to death, but man, it's really fucking weird. All right, so let's finish this on a high note. Let's finish this on
Okay,
something
yeah.
funny.
So
We can't finish it so fucking depressing like that. That's
everyone's like,
fucking
"This
nuts.
is depressing."
So, do you remember Bobby's World?
Of course, I'm in Bobby's World. Yeah.
You know,
dude,
because
you can do a good Bobby impression, right?
yeah. So I'm gonna do the first joke Howie Mandel ever did as Bobby that he used to do on a stand-up. I used to watch that a lot as a child, and so I can do that voice. We'll finish it on that, and then we'll end the live stream.
Okay.
So here we go.
Hi, my name is Bobby, and my mama asked me, Bobby, why is it every time I put you on the potty, you would cry? And I said, Mom? And she said, what? What else are you going to say? She said, I was like, Mommy, every time you put me on the potty, I cry. And she's like, why? And I was like, it's my potty, and I'll cry if I want to.
Have a good night, everybody. See you guys. The stream is ending. Have a good night.